Hey guys, I'm Justin with Trigger Time TV. Today we're going to give a little bit of an overview of a DMR, a Designated Marksman Rifle. That's a term that's been thrown towards a couple different rifles, but we're going to give you some of the basic ins and outs of a Designated Marksman setup. Kind of originally started with the Mark 12 project, and the actual term for it was an SPR, a Special Purpose Rifle, and some people say a Special Purpose Receiver. But in this case, it's basically, in very general terms, it's an infantryman's weapon that's been accurised to be able to extend his capabilities a little bit. So there's several things that go into that than just throwing an optic on the gun that went into the whole DMR project. So basic overall aspect of a DMR rifle is an infantryman's rifle that's been accurised a little bit and allows you to extend your range a little. Typically with a variable powered optic, a little bit longer than a carbine length barrel. This one's got about an 18-inch barrel on it, a good trigger, and a well put together upper and receiver group. So there are a bunch of different other things that go into it, such as your ammo selection, what kind of suppressor you're going to run, how your suppressor is going to run with the ammo, bipods, tripods, all that ancillary gear. That's kind of whatever you want to put on there. But the basic rifle in and of itself is a rifle, an optic with an accurate barrel, a good quality barrel, and a good trigger. So literally all that the Designated Marksman Rifle did was extend the range of a infantryman's rifle. You got an optic to give you better target identification at longer distances. Trigger makes up for a lot of issues that you may induce to the weapon. So having to squeeze on the trigger real hard, or a trigger that's not consistent, you're gonna have a lot of variances in the weapon system. So this one right here is simply a Bravo Company AR-15 with an 18-inch stainless steel barrel. I believe we got about a 1 1/8 twist with a CMC single stage trigger and a Voodoo Optics 2.5 to 10 variable power optic. It does have a set of offset iron sights on it, and we have a Silencer Co. 5.56 can on the end of the weapon. All right, so let's talk about the purpose of a Designated Marksman's Rifle. So today's terms, you've got the military aspect of it, which was the SPR during the Mark 12 time frame. In law enforcement, something where an officer can readily identify a target at longer distances and engage it if need be. These modern sporting rifles, as they're called now, which is just your regular AR-15, you can extend your hunting abilities out to a little bit further than just what a normal .223 could do. You can also change the caliber on it. Of course, that's a different subject for a different day. But the overall concept makes it a little bit more adaptable to, being out in the field, and it's not the most conducive to self-defense, but it could be used in that way. It's more for extending your range and extending your capabilities with the cartridges that's available in the .223 platform. There are other cartridges and platforms available, but this one we're going to stick with a well put together AR-15 upper and lower chambered in the 5.56 .223 range.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Bravo Company Manufacturing, Bravo Company USA, Beretta, Skinner Sights, Langdon Tactical, Hornady, Car Arms, G-Force Arms, Sacco, Tika, Hollow Sun, Magnum Research, Thompson Auto Ordnance, Biggest Finest Revolver, and Yankee Hill.
We would like to dedicate today's show to the men and women of the United States military and law enforcement, the people that stand in the gap and keep our country free. God bless America.